All right, we got to talk about this movie, Slashback. This movie is damn near unwatchable. It is the most unwatchable movie you could possibly think of. It is that so bad that it's bad and horrible. It's not bad in a good way. It's about a bunch of Native American little girls that find shapeshifters and they go out and kill it. But the child acting in this movie is 100% horrendous. And it's an independent film, very shoestring budget. But the problem with this movie is that the cinematography is okay, but it just it just it's just a little too long. The clips are too long, and it's really boring and bad, and the acting is just horrible. So this movie was one of the first movies that I have seen that is unwatchable. And what's crazy is that the cover was look cool, and also the disc. There's disc art on it, but this movie is just so bad. It had really high reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, but I checked the audience reviews and they were a lot lower. So I would say never trust the critic reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. Always look at the audience reviews. It's more honest sometimes, um, but majority of the time the audience reviews are very honest, and you could find some honesty there. This movie is just unbearable. I would say that the story was somewhat unique, but it was missing so many things in this movie. It was just I would have to say it was worse than amateur. So I don't know if there's a category for that, but worse than amateur. Um, but I do, after all this and after this being such a horrible movie, I would say that, you know what, I do commend them making this movie because we need more independent filmmakers and we need more actors. But you got to start practicing acting. You got to you got to perfect your craft, then get on the screen. These people are just pure green and just not great actors at all. And if you watch this movie, you're gonna know that this was a horrible movie. Um, and I wouldn't want you to waste your time with it, but I do want them to keep making movies, keep trying, and um, just more practice, do better storytelling as writers and directors. They have to get the cinematography better because they had this movie had everything it needed to be phenomenal. It had it had all the ingredients, a great location, cinematography could have been epic because that location is amazing. Um, but you have to perfect the craft and at least get to C tier. But this thing is not even. I don't even think this thing qualifies as a movie. Um, so I would say don't watch it. Don't waste your time with it unless you want to watch a really horrible attempt at a movie and an attempt at acting. It is it is below amateur. So it's just it's just god awful. One of the worst movies or attempts at a movie I have ever seen. But it could have been better. You need good writing, a good story, a good intro, a strong intro that hooks you, and then a huge problem that occurs. And then at the end, there has to be a very big win, a humongous win. So that's what makes a good movie, basically, in the writing. The intro has to be like there's a huge problem, and then they solve it through, they try to figure it out through the middle, and then at the end, the conclusion, like a big fight or a big battle, and it solves the problem and a huge win. And that's basically a good movie. That's just the recipe for a really good movie. So do not watch this.